I would like to send a warm up.
Greetings, everyone. We will begin shortly. Please take a moment to review the slides and update each of your Zoom names to also include your campus affiliation. Greetings, everyone. The program will start shortly. Please take a moment to review the slides and update your Zoom name information. Thank you. We will start in about 2 to 3 minutes. As we wait, please follow the information on the slides to update your Zoom name information. Thank you.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Please make sure that your mics are muted and take a moment to review the slides to update your name via Zoom to have your school affiliation, and we will start in about 2 minutes.
Mr. Cooney. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Do you need help
Yes,
with
I
the
do.
putting your name? Okay, so if are you on your phone or are you on your?
We have people that will follow up with the student. Please put your information in the chat and someone will follow up with you to help guide you. Greetings in Sawabana. I'm Dr. Elliot Coney. I am the counselor and coordinator of the Emotion Black Scholars Program here at LA Valley College. I also hold the title of co-chair of the Community and Special Events Committee here at AAOI. Today is the first of many attempts and efforts to make sure that we are serving our students of this district, particularly our African-American students with outreach. And we've put together this warm 2020 fall kickoff to make sure that you know that there are people here that care about you. You're going to hear a number of individuals today that are here for your well-being, your sense of belonging, and to affirm that Black lives and Black minds do matter. So what we're going to start off with is our introductions, and that is going to be done by our Chancellor, Francisco Rodriguez, our Vice Chancellor, Ryan Corner, Los Angeles Trade Tech President, Mrs. Katrina Vanderwood, and our AAOI coordinator, the esteemed Dr. Nairi Berry. Chancellor, all yours.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Coney, and good afternoon, everybody. We want to start this to everyone. It's wonderful to see each one of you. I'm the Chancellor of this district, of the Los Angeles Community College District. And some of you, as new students, may be wondering what a Chancellor is, or what it does, or he or she does, and what's the role and responsibility. Well, let me tell you just in a nutshell. I'm the lead administrator for the LA Community College District, which is considered the largest community college district in the nation, which means that I work very closely with your college presidents, our faculty leaders, our classified professional support staff, other administrators, and our board of trustees, who I report to, an elected board of 7 members, to ensure that we are doing the very best that we can to ensure a high quality, affordable, and accessible education for you. So it gives me great pride to come in today to this new Black student fall welcome, to say welcome and to embrace you and to give you a strong message that first of all and foremost, that we're going to do everything that we can in and outside of this COVID environment. At some point we'll be outside of this, but right now the situation that we find ourselves in dictates that we must do this work remotely and safely. So I would simply welcome you and leave you with this particular sort of interest of mine. While you're here, new students, I hope that you find a home. That is an educational home that you could feel grounded in, feel proud of, and feel supported by as you continue your educational goals. I also hope that you will find a community here of other students, of mentors, of faculty members, of administrators, and others who can help support your educational growth and development. And I think you will find that here, this sense of community, this sense of home, if you will. And the last thing that I hope that you find and discover, unpackage, if you will, and let to emancipate itself, is to find your calling. Find the reason that you have found yourself on this glorious earth in your calling. Other people call it passion, an avocation, something that draws you. You have a variety of courses and programs and activities and enrichment through the African American Outreach Initiative and other campus activities that's going to allow you to discover yourself, to challenge yourself, to make you feel a little uncomfortable. But in that discomfort, I have found growth occurs. And what I want to share is that when we invite you to enroll as a student at the LA Community College District, we want to make sure that we're inviting all of you to the classroom, to our activities, and whatnot. And so you don't have to leave any part of yourself, your identity, who you are, hanging up somewhere or at the front of the door. We want to invite you in with your whole self as you start to develop, to discover, to renew, to refresh, and really build really a calling for why you were put on this earth. And we want to help you get to your goal. So I'll end with this. And it's from Ellen Sirleaf Johnson. She was the former president of Liberia. It's one of my favorite quotes, and I've used it at commencement. So as we begin our relationship together, I'm going to share with you what I say during commencement at the end of your academic journey here before you move on to the workplace or to the 4-year university. And it simply is stated, and she says, and I quote, that if your dreams don't scare you, they're simply not big enough. All right, so we welcome you to the LAC City family. I am proud to call you an LAC City student. I am your chancellor. I look forward to serving you. And at one point, in the not too distant future, shaking your hand as you walk across the graduation stage. And that's a very nice thought. So Dr. Coney, I will flip it back to you. But again, thank you, members of the AAOI leadership team. This is fabulous. I congratulate you. I salute you. I embrace you for your leadership. I look forward to a great academic year with our students. Thank you, Dr. Coney.
Thank you so much, Chancellor. Next up, we have our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ryan Corner. Mike's all yours.
So good afternoon, everyone. I've often said that the best part of my job is engaging with students, and the worst part of my job is speaking after Dr. Francisco Rodriguez. Because you sit there and you have all the notes of what you want to say, and then you just start checking them off when he gets going. And I think that speaks to the unique passion that everyone in this district has to making sure that students have that sense of belonging. I've been privileged to work with the members of the AAOI for more than 5 years now, and the work they have done to build that sense of community is just awe-inspiring. And in our time of COVID right now, I think that community is what we need more than anything. We're all suffering from isolation. We're not able to congregate the way we usually do. We're not able to embrace each other. And as Dr. Rodriguez said, we're not even allowed to shake hands as people go across that graduation stage this last June. And that takes a lot away from us. But here you have a community that has built something new and different. I'm seeing over 200 people on this call right now, 200 people that have joined in to say that they wanted to belong to this community and find ways that we can mutually support one another. And so I'll just end by saying you have some of the most gifted practitioners, most caring individuals, and most educated people on this call who can help you navigate our structures and make sure that you're successful, not just as a student, but as a human being. And I'm grateful to call them colleagues, and I'm really looking forward to hearing what they have to say later today. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Corner. Next up, we have the wonderful Ms. Dr. Katrina Vanderwood of LA Trade Tech College, one of our esteemed presidents and Black queens of our district. Dr. Vanderwood.
Hello, hello. Thank you so much for that introduction. First of all, I just want to say thank you for the invitation. And I want to really extend a welcome as one of the presidents here of our 9-college district. I'm the president of LA Trade Tech College. And I want to say welcome to our African-American students who are here with us today. This is a significant accomplishment in the middle of a pandemic. You still showed up. As you heard Dr. Corner say earlier, this was a year where we even had to do our typical graduation. We referred to it as a recognition ceremony, and we even ended up doing that online. And our theme, was resilient times for brilliant minds. And so resilience is a big deal right about now. And the fact that you're here, the fact that you're coming to school, that you're joining us, it's really evidence of your resilience. And we know the brilliance is there as well. I'm at Trade Tech. Again, there are 9 colleges altogether. Of course, I'm going to want you at Trade Tech. We have wonderful things going on. And even in the middle of a pandemic, I want to say to you that we are slowly starting to bring some of our classes that really require that hands-on component, such as welding and nursing. And we actually have an electrical line worker program. And so some of those are starting to come back onto our campus. I also want to let you know that, as a district, we are having many conversations about our Emoja programs. At Trade Tech, we are actually, or have done a little bit of revamping to get ready for you to be able to receive even more students into our Emoja program, which also offers that sense of community, even in an online environment. We've had porch talks and Zoom welcome parties for a variety of different students. And so I'm so glad that you're here, that you're with us. I encourage you to stay as focused as you can and know that we're here for you at our colleges. We're here for support. We're here to see you through this educational journey, and we're glad that you're with us. Again, welcome to the fall semester.
Thank you very much, Dr. Vanderwood. Next, we have the brain architect and a leader, and I think you see a theme, you know, with Let the Queens Lead. Dr. Berry, I can't say enough about her. She's taken this new AAI energy and grown it to something over this summer that I think is very remarkable. So our kind leader and our coordinator of AAOI, Dr. Nairi Berry.
Welcome, welcome everyone. Thank you, Elliot. Thank you so much for your great introduction. First of all, I would like to thank everyone. First, I'd like to thank our district leadership, Chancellor Rodriguez and Ryan, for all your support, all the things that we're requesting, and just going, like as Elliot stated before, just within the last couple of 8 weeks. Secondly, I would like to thank my team. None of this is possible without my team, my chairs, my coordinators, my chairs and the co-chairs of the committees. And secondly, finally, I want to thank you, the students. The students, without you, none of this could be possible. We are here to make sure you are successful. I want to begin, like, I'm gonna take my Dr. Berry hat off, right? And I'm gonna begin with Drake and Future. Life is good, right? So life is good. You're gonna ball like watch Riddy, and then you're gonna go. But one thing I want you all to focus on, and I'm gonna echo a little bit what Chancellor said. When October comes and November hits, and you feel that there's no one out there, life get real, you feel like you haven't passed the test to make it through the semester, I want you to reach out. I want you to reach out on your campus, anyone that looks like you, and I want you to continue. We want you to stay focused. It is important for you to stay focused. Why? Because we right now have to pass the baton to you. We have to pass the baton to you. And as Nipsey Hussle say, the marathon continues. So I want you to reach out to your Moja coordinators, anybody on your campus that you think, please do not. If you don't have anyone you feel comfortable with, reach out to me. Reach out to me. I am from LACC. I'm a sociology instructor, and I want you all to stay on board. Never forget, I know there are external problems that prohibiting you to be successful, but I need for you all to continue to be here. As the slide show, there are so many resources, and we are here to help you. Thank you. You all have a great day.
Thank you so much, Dr. Berry. Now up next, what we will have is a very short welcome video from our committee members. It is very important that we let each of you know that you guys are formed in this district and affirmed with everything that we've been doing. So I will share my screen so you guys can see this short video that we put together to welcome each of you to our district.
I would like to send a warm welcome to our students to our first annual Welcome Black Student Kickoff. I wish you much success this fall 2020. Our first annual
Welcome to the fall 2020 semester. My name is Michael Hopper. I'm a counselor at LA Trade Welcome to the fall 2020 semester. My name is Michael Hopper. I'm a counselor at LA Trade Welcome to the fall 2020 semester here with fall 2020.
It appears that we're having a little bit of audio issue with the video. I will let it play all the way out. In hopes.
My name is Michael Hopper.
Okay. That didn't go as planned. So what we'll do, we'll break away from the actual video and I'll let it be more personal. So if all of our committee members can unmute yourselves and we can all give our welcome to our new students, and then we'll send the actual video with our recording of the event along with our YouTube link. So please, committee members, feel free to chime in for your welcome, starting with let's Kalinda.
Sure, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I bring you greetings from Pierce College Umoja's program. My name is Dr. Kalinda McLean. I'm the Umoja coordinator and counselor at Los Angeles Pierce College. I'm so excited to see all of the students, all of the faculty, staff, and administration that are in support of all of our students here in the Los Angeles Community College District.
Thank you so much. Next, we'll have Dr. Danielle Lindor.
Hello, everyone. My name is Danielle Lindor. I'm a counselor at Los Angeles Pierce College, as well as a guided pathways coordinator. I'm also a co-chair for the HBCU AAOI committee. I just want to welcome you guys, all of our new and returning students, to the fall 2020 semester. I hope you have an amazing semester, and please reach out and let us know if you have any questions or concerns. And when we get back on campus, please swing by the general counseling office to say what's up.
Thank you so much. Next, we'll have our Umoja coordinator from Harbor College, Ms. Brittany Gray.
Hello, Sawubona. My name is Brittany Gray. I'm the Umoja coordinator and counselor at LA Harbor College. And I'm also the co-chair for the AAOI Access and Retention Committee. And so we just want to welcome you, let you know we do have a home and a community for you at LA Harbor College, and welcome.
Thank you. Now we'll have Dean, Ms. Dalmage from Pierce College as well.
Hi, everyone. Sharon Dalmage, Dean of Academic Affairs at Los Angeles Pierce College. So happy to see all of your beautiful faces, and I look forward to working with you guys and just providing you with any type of guidance that I can. Feel free to send me any messages on the chat for Pierce College or beyond, and just happy to see you all.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Next, we'll have the man of the hour. He's done so much work behind the scenes in helping this event happen. Dr. Jay Stevenson, please introduce yourself, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is such a joy to have you here. We're so glad that you are engaged in creating a fruitful future for yourself, for your families, and your communities. I am J. Edward Stevenson from East LA. I teach in communication studies, and so I look forward to interacting with all of the ELAC students in our upcoming breakout sessions.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Next, we have LA Southwest in the house with Dr. Erica Miller.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hey, happy Wednesday. I want to say happy hump day. We are so excited to have you guys here today. We cannot express that enough. My name is Dr. Erica Miller. I am the Trio Scholars Director and Counselor at Los Angeles Southwest College. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am also the chair of the HBCU committee. And as a true proud Howard University bison, if ever you want to know about Howard, you're interested, do not hesitate to call me. Do not hesitate to contact me, because I'm all about reaching out and bringing us to our HBCU Black colleges and making sure that you're getting everything that you possibly can need. So welcome to fall 2020. You are superstars, and we're so thankful to have you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Miller. If anybody that I've left off out of the committee that has not yet gone, please feel free to come in and do your welcome.
Hey, Dr. Coney, I'm going to jump in. Hey, this is Damian Danley, the director of the Career Center at Los Angeles Southwest College. I'm also serving as a co-chair for the Student Support Committee. So please join the Umoja program. Don't just come to college. Be a part of the community. Being a part of the community is going to help you to grow as an individual. So find your group, join that community, and then also make sure you stop by your career center and make sure you're on the right pathway. Start thinking about what you want to do long-term right now. Don't wait till the end. Thank you for having me.
Dr. Coney, it's Dr. Robert.
Thank you, Dr. Lance Roberts, another king in our district. Please come through and introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Dr. Lance Robert, political scientist at Los Angeles Southwest College. I'm honored to be here in your presence today. I'm also the chair of the Policy and Advocacy Committee. I want to quote Maya Angelou and let you know that you are the best that we have. You are all that we have, and you are who we have become. So go hard in the paint this semester. Don't let any of these boys or girls outwork you. And then I want you I guess I'll just say, go sick 'em, sick 'em, sick 'em. All right. So Dr. Lance Robert, political science.
Thank you so much. And anybody else a part of AAOI would like to do an introduction before we move on to the student panel?
Hi,
Go ahead.
Hi, this is Andrea Eke-Amaker. I'm the Umoja Program Coordinator at Los Angeles City College. We are so excited to have you here, and we just say welcome to you. I look forward to meeting with you all in the breakout session for LA City. I look forward to sharing with you more about Umoja. Hopefully you're connected, and if not, we will get you connected. We're here to support you. We're here to see you accomplish your goals and get your dreams fulfilled. So please take advantage of us, take advantage of the supports that you have, and use us. Email us, call us, do what you have to do. We're here to support you, and we want to see you succeed. So welcome, and we look forward to working with you.
And I believe there's one more person.
Yes, this is Deborah Campbell from Los Angeles Trade Tech College. Thank you. I'm the ASO advisor and one of the tenure counselors. I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for coming today. You all made it. You're in college now, part of the educated crew. We want to say welcome to the college, whatever college you're attending, and enjoy what we're doing today, but also learn. We have a lot to give you here and when you get back to college. So on behalf of Trade Tech, let's get it started.
How you doing? I'm Carlone Manuel. I almost forgot my name right there. I'm following up after Miss Campbell. She's such a dynamic person, but I am from the LA Trade Tech College. And I say D because we want to put an emphasis in the beginning of your journey. And we want to put an emphasis on the fact that we know we will be here to support your journey. So no matter what steps you take, always, always, always feel free to reach out. I'm gonna drop my info in the chat box. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We've also created resources and places for you to go if you need things. So don't be shy. Don't be bashful. Now's the time to talk up. You're college students. College students change the world all around the world. They change everything. They're the ones, they're the true activists. So now you're part of that activism module. Get on it. All right. Feel free to reach out if you need anything. I'll drop my info in the chat box, and welcome to college.
Thank you so much, Carlone. As many of you see, there are a lot of real ones in this district, and no matter what college you're at. Matter of fact, is Tashini in by any chance? Did she make it? Okay, maybe she didn't. But they're a representation across all of our campuses, and I just want to let you know that whether it's Umoja or not Umoja, you have someone there that can support you and make sure that you know that you belong and that you have the resources to be successful despite of what anybody else thinks. This is a power base, this is a family, and AAOI is truly the new movement. So now what we're gonna do is shift gears, and we're gonna come to a very important part of our event, which is bringing in the student voice. And we have some students that have graduated and that are currently at their respective colleges. I'm hoping that they're all here. I know that the majority of them are, so I will introduce those individuals. First, we have Ms. Janaea Ford from Pierce College, who is transferred Grambling State University in the major of sociology. We'll have Elena Marcel from Los Angeles Harbor College for sociology. Javion Jones from Los Angeles Southwest College, who's a political science major, as well as the Associate VP of Student Union. We have William Benson, Los Angeles Southwest College, who's also a sociology major. Mia Candice, Los Angeles City College, psychology major. And Kyla Henry, LAVC, UCLA transfer in African American studies. So if each of you can come in and introduce yourself, feel free. We can start with Janaea Ford.
Hi guys, my name is Janaea Ford. I'm recently graduated from Pierce College. I graduated with 2 AA degrees, one in sociology and one in social and behavioral sciences. I've been with the Umoja program since day one. I'm transferring to Grambling State in the spring. I took a semester off because of everything that has happened with COVID. So I'm transferring in the spring, and my time with the Umoja was really great. And I'm here as a student voice with my unique opinion.
Thank you so much. And you went on that Black College tour too, so got to plug that as well. So next we have Miss Elena Marcel from Los Angeles Harbor College. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Elena. I'm a sociology major, and I'm a student worker as well as student leader in Umoja. I've been in the Umoja program since last spring, and it's just been a whole different experience. So I'm super grateful for it. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Thank you, Queen. Next, we have Mr. Javion Jones. Please come in and introduce yourself.
Hey there, hey, how y'all doing? My name is Javion Jones. I attend Los Angeles Southwest College. I'm a political science major. I plan on attending Cal State, either Long Beach or Dominguez Hills. I'm not sure which one of the two, but overall, I just strive to be the change. I try to be the change I can be in the community. You know, I try to be the example as much as possible. So, you know, that's overall who I am as a person.
Thank you so much, King. Next, we have William Benson from LA Southwest College. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. I am honored to be here. My name is William Benson from the Los Angeles Southwest College. Go Cougars. I am in the Umoja program and a senior at Los Angeles Southwest College. I'm a sociology major.
Thank you so much. Next, we have Mia Candice from Los Angeles City.
Hey everyone, my name is Mia Candies. I'm a psych major. I have been a part of Umoja since it started at LACC. I'm a student working for Umoja, as well as the the president of the club at Umoja. I'm grateful to be here and share my experience. Umoja has definitely transformed my college experience for the better, as well as me as an individual.
Great. And last but not least, I hope that you're here to represent LAVC, Miss Kyla Henry.
Yes, I'm here. Hello, everybody. My name is Kyla. I graduated just recently from Los Angeles Valley College with my AA in business administration. And I start UCLA in October as an African American Studies major. And my plan is to double major. Umoja and the program, having that network of students definitely changed my whole trajectory with school and put me on a better path. And having that community made a bigger difference in my success. So thank you, Dr. Coney, for all of your help, and good luck to everybody.
I muted myself. Thank you. And I'd like to add that Ms. Kyla Henry is also a student parent, and she's done very well with a very great GPA and have made things happen for herself. And she was also our BSU president last year. So with that said, we'll get into some of the questions. Feel free now, or as the student panel happens, we have about 30 minutes. I hear echo. I don't know if that's me, but we will have time for students to also post questions. So if you have any questions that are not posed by me, we will open it up to the Zoom meeting, and you can feel free to also ask some questions. So committee members as well as facilitators, please do feel free to look at the chat. After that, we will then break out into our breakout rooms, which will give you a little bit of time to talk directly to some of the people on your campus, to ask very good questions. And then some of you guys have not even had counseling yet. I know because I went through each of the emails to see if you guys had any contacts in Cradium across the campus. So this will be a good time to have a first touch point with Umoja, with Promise, or with any of the representatives from EOP or whoever that shows up for your respective college. So first question. This is a post to the floor, but we will start with Javion Jones. Considering your student experience thus far, what do you feel makes your college unique or special? Hello, Javion? Is Javion still here?
Yes, can you hear me?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I can hear you. So I'll repeat the question. So considering your student experience thus far, what do you feel makes your college unique or special?
What makes my college, Los Angeles Southwest, special so far to me is overall the history of it. I like to start off with, I know that it was started by a Black woman that goes by the name of Odessa Cox. And she actually started the school to help the African American community as well as the Latino community. And it started off as a bunch of bungalows, but it has actually grown to a full-blown campus today. And ever since I have been there, I have been getting a lot of love, a lot of support from a lot of the counselors as well as the professors. So that's what pretty much makes my campus great. I believe all of that, all in a nutshell and more.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Miss Candice, you can let us know about LACC. What makes LACC special besides Miss Eke?
I feel like he's reading my mind because I'm about to talk about her. But what makes LACC special, I would say the Emoji program personally for me, because when I first started, I really didn't know what to do. And the support system that I got from them, it just showed me that I'm smarter than I thought I was. And I'm not defined by what I've been through. And it kind of showed, it transformed my life because, I mean, going on the HBCU tour, I had never been on a plane before. So, and experiencing different Black colleges and all of that, it kind of just, it gave me the college experience that you don't get when you are commuting back and forth. I mean, I live all the way in Inglewood, so the bus ride is like an hour at the least every single day back and forth. So you don't really get that much engagement because I'm busy trying to catch a bus or a train. So having the Emoji program, it just kind of gave me the college feel. And then, you know, outside of Miss Eki, I know you said not to mention her, there's another woman in that, like, she's just been in my corner. She's always telling me what to do, how to do it, where to go. She's always starting off her sentence with, you need to. And there's Dr. Berry. She is what helps make LACC special to me because she's had a special impact on my life.
Thank you. Thank you. And just to be clear, you could definitely talk about Miss Eke, but I thought it was already a given that I know that she is what makes LACC special because I know the work that she does. As well as Dr. Berry. You know, there's a lot of good people over there. You guys have been doing some great events. So next we'll bring Miss Ford into the conversation to talk about Pierce College, get some love to the Valley. What makes Pierce special, Miss Ford?
To me, Pierce is special definitely because of the Emoji program. Because I did grow up in the particular part of the Valley that I live in, I've always been surrounded by people who don't look like me. And I've never had that support from teachers who look like me or peers that look like me outside of family. So definitely Pierce and my Pierce family ever since like the first day that I came into Emoji on Pierce College campus. I was welcomed. I became a student worker at Pierce. And so then also my Pierce College Emoji family work from behind the desk became very important to me. I'm not even with Pierce anymore, but I was asked to come back. And I think that it's such a great thing to be asked to come back to a program that you value so much, from people that you value so much, to be on a student panel. So definitely what makes Pierce special is the Emoji family.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Next, Ms. Kyla Henry, what makes LAVC special?
I think Valley is special because of the community of people that's on the campus, the advisors, the counselors. They definitely played a big role. They really care about you and they put in extra effort to help get you to the next step. And I think that's what makes it better.
Thank you so much. Great. So now we'll start with Mia Candies directly for this question, and then anyone else can feel free to chime in to keep the thought of time. Looking back on your start of your higher education at your respective college, what would you have done differently to better prepare yourself for your first year, Mia?
To better prepare myself for the first year, if I could go back, I would have let myself know that it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to publicly be wrong and seek help from somebody that knows a little bit more about that subject or that particular topic than you do. And I would say to become more self-aware, because there are a lot of things that we're not good at. And when you become self-aware, you're able to, and you realize your weaknesses, you're able to fortify yourself with what you need so that you can deal with those issues. I realized that I personally had a problem with compartmentalizing the pains, the emotional pain in my personal life from the rest of my life. And it helped me see that sometimes it's not the teacher. Sometimes it's not the homework or the subject or the textbook. Sometimes it was me. And the fact that I wasn't putting in the effort that I needed to because I didn't know how to separate what bothered me from the business that I needed to take care of.
Does anybody else have any thoughts about what they would have done differently knowing what they know now? You can feel free to
Yeah. I would have learned to communicate better, especially with my professors. Professors are people too. And a lot of times at least for me, I have anxiety, I have depression, I struggle with those things, and they affect the way I learn, they affect my ability to even come to school sometimes. And later on in my college career, I realized just emailing the teacher and saying, hey, I've been having a really bad week. That's why I didn't turn in that last assignment. Can you open it up with me? 9 times out of 10, the teacher is understanding because they struggle too, or they're human as well. And it would have saved me a lot of retaking classes, to be honest. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Does anybody else have any feedback on what they would have done better looking back on the start of their college career?
For me, what I would have done differently is I would have learned how to time manage better. That was definitely something that was very hard for me, was learning to time manage, because I've always, in high school, it was always, your teacher, are you going to turn in this? Are you going to turn in that? You didn't turn in this yet. You didn't turn in that yet. And so when I got to college and my professors were like, you didn't turn it in, a 0, and that's it. I definitely had to learn that I needed to get it together very quickly, and to understand that college isn't, because I kind of had an idea that I was just going to go to college and I was going to have all this freedom and I was going to be able to leave campus and go hang out with my friends and then go to Umoja and then just go to class, and that was it. But it was definitely more studying, learning the time manage. Oh, I have to get to school at this time, so then I need to be home at this time so I can study, so then I can go out with my friends on this day. So it was definitely, for me, something I would have done different from the very beginning, was understood that I need better time management skills.
Thank you so much for that. And moving on to our next question. Guided pathways are a statewide initiative that all of our campuses are moving towards. Given this, can each of you provide steps and strategies that you have taken to exploring different pathways to your current major and or career throughout your time in college?
Yeah, I took a counseling class. It was provided through Umoja, but one of the things that they had to do was actually look up what jobs you want to do and how they may fit into your lifestyle. That was important to me. And then we also had a assignment where we had to speak to someone who's in your field, and that really opened my eyes. I was like, oh, yeah, I really want to be a social activist. That's what I want to do. And that really opened my eyes to realizing, I could do this. This makes sense. Let me change my major to sociology so I can understand people a bit better, Yeah.
Counseling courses are definitely a great milestone to start off with. Anybody else that had different experiences that, helped them find what career major that they were in? Okay.
I'd like to add something. This is Kyla again from Los Angeles Valley College. I would say talking to my professors and getting involved in every opportunity on campus definitely opened my eyes to see what was out there, and it changed my mind on what I wanted to do because there was a better opportunity.
Great, great, great. And I do want to do a shameless plug. The CCCC program with UCLA is an amazing program. If you guys are familiar, affiliated, if your campus does have an ambassador for that individual program, I strongly recommend that because it's been life-changing for us getting our Black students to UCLA and UC Berkeley, as well as UC Santa Barbara. That was a shameless plug for CCCP, by the way. So moving on to the next question. What were some challenges you experienced that were supported by your campus involvement, network, or resources? Anybody want to talk about that?
For me, some of the struggles that I had to learn how to break out of my shell and talk to people. People who know me now would say that I'm like very outgoing and I'm always talking and I'm always like happy, or you can tell how I feel. But I've also always been very shy. So when I got to school, in the Umoja program, I was almost, because like I said previously, I've never really been around other skin folk. So it's basically only been me. So it was a very intimidating experience for me to get around people who look like me and like blend in, sort of, I guess, because I've never been in the environment of where I had other people who necessarily understood the struggles that I was going through. And so always it was in school, for me, it was always, I would be like, don't touch my hair. Like basically, for an example, yes, thank you, my braids, I like my braids too, but you don't get to touch them. So when I came into Umoja and I saw that other people have had these experiences, I'm just like, it was something for me that I was like, wow, I need to learn how to be a little bit more vulnerable with these people because we're building relationships together. We're building in school together. We're in these classes together. We're doing things together. So for me, it was learning how to be a little bit more vulnerable with the people that were in Umoja and here to support me.
Thank you so much for that. And I believe that Naya also wanted to chime in as well from LA City College.
Oh, yes. Hello. Hi. I hope you can hear me. I'm missing a camera, but I did want to chime in and say that at my time, I joined Umoja during fall of 2019. And that was like my semester for applying to transfer to UC Irvine. And I needed to conquer the biggest challenge yet, which was a statistics class. And my first day, I had met the president of the Umoja Club, and together, together we just really hunkered down and just made an effort to really study together. And having her in that class with me really just made me feel like I had to be responsible to keep up and make sure that like I'd be able to pass the class. And on top of that, I also had the opportunity to go on the HBCU tour with the rest of the Umoja group. And you know, and during that, on our flights and etc., we were still studying, trying to cram our lessons in and make sure we were on track for passing the class. And we even had our fellow peers who are computer science majors, you know, chime in and help us. And I just really felt like they really helped reinforce my, I guess, confidence to pass a math class, which has never been my strong suit. And as I encroach another semester of statistics at UCI, I'm hoping I can take the lessons I learned from them to help me succeed in my next semester or quarter.
Thank you so much, Naya.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, so for the sake of time, we'll move on to the next question. And given we already understand as a district of the people in this room, the power of Umoja, we understand the support that Umoja gives and why this is important to institutionalize Umoja across all of our district campuses. However, besides Umoja, what programs and services have been most beneficial to your college success and transition thus far? And I'll start with William Benson.
The program for me has been Trio Scholars, besides Umoja. If you're a first generation student or if you have a disability, they have a lot of resources and support that would help you in your college education.
Thank you so much. Next, we'll go to Janaea. Outside of Umoja, what other resources have you used that have been very impactful to your success and transition?
I actually did not need any other programs beside Umoja. So I was strictly Umoja my entire time at Pierce, from the counselors to the friends to the porch talks. It was all through Umoja. So mine was strictly Umoja.
Got it. Well, thank you so much. And a lot of times students in my college just use us as well. However, we do want to be collegial with our students and create the intersections to make sure that everyone is helped. And I know that Kyla is actually a student parent. So Ms. Henry, maybe you can tap in and say some of the other services that you use that may have been very helpful for you throughout your tenure at LAVC.
Absolutely. So I was a part of EOPS and CARE. So it helped with counseling, tutoring, book grants, and other grants as well. So just a bunch of bonuses that made it easier for me to go to school and to focus on that. I was also a part of the Parent Center. So when I maxed out of CARE and EOPS, the Parent Center was able to provide me with books. They also offer like childcare and study groups. And then of course, Umoja and the Black Scholars Program.
Great. Thank you. Is anyone else with a program that maybe wasn't mentioned or something that may have helped?
I would like to say something about the Umoja program.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Benson.
It's been a critical resource for me because it focuses on the African American experience and African American culture. Also, the woman that's in charge, Yvette Tucker, she's awesome. She's truly dedicated to helping African American students, and not just African American students, but all students that are underrepresented, desire to transfer to a four-year college.
I'd like to say something too.
Go ahead.
I'm not inside Southwest anymore, but I started my academic journey at Southwest. And if it were not for Ms. Yvette Tucker in the Veterans Program, none of this would be possible for me. Since that time, I've gotten 4 degrees. I've gotten 2 AAs, I got a BA, and I just got my master's from USC. And I'm trying to figure out where I want to get my doctorate at. I haven't quite figured that one out. But it goes to, for students, it's not just student, we got to learn how we learn, which is very important. Learn where you pick up information. Where you learn is important because the school helps you to get to the next phase. Because when I first started, I just was going to go and get a certificate to become a drug counselor. But while on the campus of Southwest, I saw that I could do more. And no dream has been out of my reach because I could attain it if I shoot for it. So it would be the Veterans Program and Ms. Tucker. Dr. Miller was also a part of, she helped me to get my transfer papers together to go to Dominguez as well.
Great. Thank you, my brother Logan. And I just want to say, fight on. And
yes,
like Doc Miller, I also went to the HU, but I went to Hampton. I'm gonna call that as the real HU, but we won't get into that battle on this broadcast. But
watch me roll my eyes. Mm-hmm.
But what I will say is that if you are looking for a doc program, or you've already had the SC experience, if you'd like to take my path, I strongly recommend San Diego State. And with Frank Harris, Dr. Harris and Dr. Wood, those are my mentors. It's a great program. It's really focused on the true work and equity and social anti-racism in our college spaces as well. So I just wanted to put that out to you. And if you are thinking about that, please reach out to me so I can get you connected, okay?
How can I do that?
Yes, I will leave my email in the chat for you, my good brother.
Gotta have it, thanks.
Sure. Black communalism, man, we all we got. So moving forward, beyond the services, let's talk about academic support, because I think that for our community, that's something that we don't see a lot. And on my campus, most students that I talk to say they don't need tutoring or don't need academic success. So for any of you guys that have used it, what role has academic support services played in your success? How accessible were those services via your program, academic center, or tutors? And can we mute someone, please? If you can mute your camera. Anybody used academic support out of our students?
I've been to I usually use the library, but Umoja also has a math tutor who's awesome. It's helped me tremendously. I mean, when you're stuck on a question and you can't get it yourself, you definitely need someone, even if it's just to go back and forth with each other to get that question answered. And that's benefited me greatly, as well as using a tutor to turn the paper. Like before you turn it into your teacher, turn it into the tutor, because they will break it down for you. Like, yo, you're a little off the rubric, or you have, typos and errors here, and just have another set of eyes is beneficial. Even if you don't feel like you need the actual help. Like I've just sat next to a tutor and been like, hey, like this one question is kind of tricky for me. Can you help me out real quick? And just having them there next to me, I mean, it doesn't hurt,
Thank you so much. Anyone else that has used various academic services across their programs that were beneficial?
For my program, we had course embedded tutors for Umoja. So for our Umoja classes, we would bring in tutors twice a week after the classes and have what we called like study hour in the village. And so that was one of the resources that was provided through my Umoja program. But another resource that wasn't provided through the college, but through the Umoja program as a family, was we just studied off of each other. We just bounced ideas after class. We would go back to the village and talk about it. Like someone would be like, I didn't understand this in class. Can you help me? And then it would become our own kind of informal porch talk of a sense in studying. And we would just create our own in the village. And so we bounced the ideas off of each other. And then it also helped that our Umoja tutors were also Umoja students. So because we had that bond with the students already, they were already in our program, it would be easy to just text them up and be like, hey, do you think 9 o'clock at night, hey, do you think you can help me out with this really quick? Do you think you can do this for me? Or see them on campus and be like, hey, do you think you can help me with this really quick? Do you have 10 minutes before you go to class? So definitely our tutors, but also each other in the program.
Also, one as a student, a lot of times, being a student is hard. It's very, very challenging, extremely difficult, in fact. But the biggest thing we need to do is get out of our own head and move away from pride, because pride will have you know, I don't want nobody to know I don't know. Well, truth of the matter is you don't know. And the way you get it is you build alliances and build support groups that will help you to get to those places where you need to go. I'm one of those students who had to take statistics twice. I hate math. I'm just gonna say it, I hate it. But I put my pride aside and listened to somebody that didn't look like me on campus, and they helped me to get through it. So move away from pride, because pride will keep you broke, pride will keep you lonely, and pride will keep you by yourself. So getting inside these communities where there are people that have this information that you don't have and willing to get it. And like, even for me, I help students write term papers and create research papers. I hated research in school, but I'm very good at doing it. And I love to get this information to other students, and the teachers are like that, and other students on campus are the same way. So a carpenter or a contractor is no better than the tools that they have available to them to get the work done. And if you do not use the tools, you will be broke.
Hey, I'm snapping my fingers to all of that, my good brother. And I did want to point out something that you did say, and I think that it is important to mention in this circle and in this space. Allies do matter. My brother Logan said that he used someone that did not look like him. And in some of these divisions that are historically anti-Black, who've never had an adjunct or never had a tenured faculty member that were African-American, like some of the STEM areas, you have to find allies, and you can use Umoja or any of your connections to reach out to those people, because there are good people everywhere on our campus that are truly about that cause and that can be invited to the cookout. So I hope that you do not let the mere surface of our skin color allow you to not, or to miss an opportunity on getting the help and the resource that you need to get to your end goal just because someone doesn't look like you or because you prejudge somebody. So that is very key, something that Logan said that I really wanted to highlight, because everybody's not gonna look like you. And that Umoja experience, though amazingly and great that it is, it doesn't translate to other spaces, because other spaces are not like Umoja. When you transfer, you're still gonna be, you know, one of only 4 Black people in a master's program at USC. You know, in the doc program in San Diego State. Like, I mean, so you have to understand how to navigate those spaces that may be uncomfortable and be comfortable with being uncomfortable, okay? So moving on to our next question.
If I could.
Oh, go ahead,
This
go ahead, go ahead.
A student at Harbor College. I wanted to highlight and recognize personally Miss Brittany Gray, who assisted me so much through the Umoja program. I came to Harbor last year from Santa Monica College, and honestly, I've been on my academic journey a while. So with my going all the way back to early 2000s, so basically I've been to Harbor, West LA, Trade Tech, all these different schools, you know, taking classes, and so my grades was just spread out everywhere. And then even, you know, I took classes over. So basically, when I got to Harbor and got in the Umoja program, she basically just was my connector and like my angel. She literally did the walking for me virtually by, you know, making all these different systems speak to each other and submitting academic renewals on my behalf. And, you know, was looking at the fact that my GPA was being weighed down because I needed to get rid of old grades that I already, you know, so she just really just brought it all together and made it make sense for me. So I just really wanted to highlight her. And then even in terms of, like Logan was saying, with math support, you know, she's also, you know, on email and on text messages doing, you know, support there and doing just study hall support. So just a lot. And I literally just landed not too long ago in this program, and it's like she just brought all these years of really trying to keep pushing through together for me. So I didn't want to not say that and let this moment pass. So I just really want to.
No worries. I totally appreciate that sentiment. And I know her firsthand. We work closely together. She is amazing. And honestly, I mean, if you want to talk about amazing people across our district, there are a lot of them. But the people that are running these Umoja programs in LACCD are really about that work. So, I mean, all of them deserve a clap. But I do want to make sure that we keep the last two the questions to the panelists, and we can use the breakout room as spaces to make sure that we address or highlight all of the work that we're doing along other individuals that are coming in. So these last two questions, and then I'll open it up for a few minutes, and then we'll do our breakout rooms because we have about 50 minutes left, and I want to make sure that we get everything done, okay? So the last question would be, understanding that this is an unusual transition for all of us, what advice would you give for students to remain successful in their first semester or first year transition amid COVID and remote learning? And anybody that has any ideas or strategies from our panelists, feel free to chime in.
For me personally, I struggle with discipline and finding focus. And what I've realized what works for me is getting organized. So back here behind me, this was like a week's worth of work that I put in before school even started, so that I had a space for myself. All of my books are organized, all of my assignments are written down so that I know. And then if you are somebody like me who sometimes forgets to write things down, buys planners and never uses them, well then don't worry, because the student Canvas, there you go. Canvas has a little section called to do. So every single day it tells you what's due that day or what's going to be due soon. And then as soon as you complete the assignment, it's erased. So you don't have to worry about seeing assignments that you've already done. So every single day I'm on there looking, okay, what do I have to do? What do I have to do? Whether I'm in a mode of where I found myself being stuck in procrastination or not, I've created a habit so that it's on my mind. I know what is soon going to be due so that I don't ever have the excuse of I didn't know or I forgot. And that's what genuinely has helped me stay on task.
Thank you. I think those are very hardline strategies. Anybody else for advice on managing COVID?
Yeah.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say to use all services like CalWorks programs. Make sure that it works online. I would suggest to all your work. Use EOPNS to get funding for book grants and other services that they provide. So a lot of different services that I suggest people need to actually use, because the tutors are awesome at Harbor College. They're very good.
Thank you so much. You're actually breaking up, so we'll hold off. I think somebody else is going to go.
Yeah, I was just going to agree with, I think her name is Mia. She's mentioned getting her, like, the work behind her. Her space is, first of all, so cute. I love it. I love your little Buddha. The whole thing is so cute. Good vibe. But that was super important for me. When Corona first started, my room was messy and my space was disorganized. I was a little cluttered, and it affected my energy. It affected my productiveness. So I would say get your space organized, get your space right in a way that's comfortable for you. And then look at your to-dos, but look at your to-dos for the week, like that whole week, and if you can, the week after that, so that you're not like, the to-do will come up what's due today, but then you'll be like, oh snap, that was due today. And read your announcements. Yo, your teachers are not writing announcements for nothing. There's been times where, like, I ignored an announcement, looked, and I was like, wow, that's why I had a hard time with that assignment, because they gave me all these resources and announcements that I didn't even bother to look at. So yeah.
And anybody else have any advice for COVID?
Can I chime in? I want to emphasize also not only looking to Canvas, but your student emails. Those are very important, and a lot of information gets sent out to those like every day. It is a little bit annoying, and it does feel kind of boring, like you're adulting now, checking your emails every day, but there's so much good information there that comes from your professors that might not go through Canvas, or other like faculty and resources, Umoja Center, etc., that you just definitely don't want to miss, because they could have opportunities that can help you succeed, and maybe have like another Zoom webinar of like study groups, etc. Like, you definitely want to just keep up with your student email and do that sooner than later, because I hip to it like spring, my last semester, and I missed out on a lot. So yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay, before you go,
real quick,
the big thing for me, to tell everybody, is we have to be patient with ourselves in this process. If we try to, this I'm not what I'm used to, and this is what our new normal is for right now. But if we look back historically, there were times when Black students had to sit outside in the hallway and listen to the classes that the teachers were telling them, and then turn those papers in and then fight for their degrees. So this is nothing. This is just a path we have to follow. We won't be on this way always. And if we are, continue to learn. But the biggest thing is be patient with your process, be patient with yourself and this process. We will get through this.
Real quick, if you haven't already, link student email to your regular email.
Thank you. I was about to say that.
Like, that's a life-changing thing. Like, just, if you need help doing it, literally just email me. I'll be on Zoom and I'll help you out. That's different.
Thank you so much for that, because that is exactly what I was going to say. If you have not done this already, once you go into Canvas into your student email, it's really quick. You hit the gear icon, you go to forwarding, you type it in the search box, and then the email forwarding option comes up. Put in your personal email address and make sure you click save a copy, and you'll never miss an email because it'll come directly to your phone. So that is a quick way to make sure that you don't have to log in separately. Everything will be in one place, and it'll make it a lot easier for you, like the young woman said earlier, to not miss any messages and emails, because sometimes, particularly with support and resources like CARES, MSI funding, any kind of emergency needs aids that we're sending out, it's time specific. So if you take 2 weeks to get that email, you've already missed that, and you could be super insecure with regard to food, hunger, transportation, housing, and you missed an opportunity to get $300, $500, or $200. So keep that in mind. Please do today, but when you leave this meeting, go into Canvas, update your email to forward to your personal. Last question, and then we'll open it up to the floor, and then we'll move into our breakouts. Again, while we're doing this, if you have not done so already, please update your Zoom name to include your school affiliation. This is how we're assigning people to the breakouts, students, and staff. So please make sure that it's your first name, last name, or first name dash LAVC, first name dash LASC, LAPC for peers, LAMC for mission, and so on. So please make sure you guys are doing that right now.
I have a question. My name's Rachel. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can. Can we hold, is the question pressing, or can we hold it to the breakout?
Yeah, I'll wait. No problem.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So our last question, and then we'll open this up. Well, actually, second to last question. What roles have mentors at your college played in your success and persistence? If you have a mentor on your campus, what advice can you give to incoming students on building relationships to gain better campus support?
I'll do that one first. Can I go?
I'm gonna let Elena go first.
Okay.
But you can go second, Logan.
So first of all, teachers in general, like getting to know them and just being yourself in class, communicating with them. Like I like to joke with my teachers and have conversations with them. That's greatly benefited me. But on top of that, there's Miss Dean Reed at LAHC. My first experience being helped in my education, like truly being helped, was from her. I needed a book on my first day of school that I needed the next day. And I don't know what she did, but she did her Dean Reed magic, and she pulled the strings for me, and she got me a book. And that really, even sometimes to this moment, I'm like in tears sometimes. I'm like, that really was what set me off on my educational journey. If I hadn't gotten that book, I probably would not be in school right now. And Miss Gray. Someone mentioned how awesome she is, but Miss Gray does really go above and beyond, not just on campus, but like if I'm in an emergency, one of the first people I call is Miss Gray. I've literally been in a car accident, didn't know who to call because, you know, being a Black student or just being a Black person, our home situations are different, and sometimes our parents don't know how to handle everything, and I call Miss Gray. Miss Gray helped me figure everything out. So yeah, I think not even just in that aspect, but overall, like Ms. Gray has even helped me get to where I wanted to go as a leader. Like I didn't see myself as one. She's like, no, you are, we're doing this. And she propelled me forward. Yeah, so I think that the biggest thing I would do is just go on campus, being 100% understanding that those who are on campus, as well as like counselors, teachers, they're people too. So go ahead and make interpersonal connections with them. And yeah, that was it.
Solid. Logan, and then we'll move to the last question, then we'll move into breakouts. Go ahead.
Just like Elena said, she has two, because the days of one mentor are over, because there are going to be times when you can't get to them. So I'm not talking about get everybody, because everybody can't hold water, but get information. Find some people you trust. Just watch them and see how they react to other students. Get information from other students and build a foundation of mentors, more than one, and then you be a mentor yourself. And the biggest part, again, is to stay teachable. So find more than one mentor, build that foundation, and stay teachable.
Got it. So we will come back, because we do want to make sure that we do have opportunities for our close and to move forward, and we want to allow at least 20 to 30 minutes for your breakout sessions. So before we do that, so please do hold any questions you have for the panelists to the very end. For my panelists, is there anything that I didn't mention or any advice that may be final regarding your learning that you would like to share that was not covered?
Well, I would like to add, it's kind of off the last question, but it's still advice. My mentor is Dr. Berry, and she taught me, as well as every student that she comes in contact with, is to be strategic. Don't do what you think that you have to do or what somebody's telling you that you have to do. Think about what is most beneficial to your situation and what your dream is, and go do that. Like we often find ourselves stuck in jobs, taking classes, going for degrees that we really don't want for the benefit of somebody else. And she taught me that forget them, they don't matter, because at the end of the day, it's you. So be strategic about your life, be organized, and get it done. And she's just always there to remind me that the world is not ending. And even if it was, in this story, we win.
Thank you so much. Anybody else before we move? Okay, so this is what's gonna happen now. In a few moments, your breakout rooms are gonna start. We should have had a facilitator or representative from each campus in the breakout room. Depending on the number of students, this should be up to you and your autonomy to hold that breakout, to field any questions, take down information, share any needed information to follow up with students later. You're in control of your breakout. If you feel like you finished your breakout, feel free to end it and then come back into the general area, and then to put your camera and mic on mute, and take a break until we come back. We're gonna try to be back here by 3:50, actually 3:45, 3:50. And so please keep mind of the time. If you feel that you've done or answered all the questions after your introductions to let students coalesce and know each other, feel free to come in and then move forward with regard to the remainder of our session. And we'll have a closing activity of affirmation, and then we'll hand it off to our leader, Dr. Nyree Berry, to close us out. And then we will get on and we'll talk about some of the new updates. But this has exceeded all of our expectations. Thank you to the panelists. Please do feel free to ask direct questions to them in the breakout rooms. They should be in your corresponding breakout room as well. And then we will start that as well. And I'd like to point out behind the scenes, my co-partner behind every great man is a great woman, and she's even better woman. I want to shout out Miss Nicole Flores. She's doing all of this stuff behind the scenes. She's been doing a lot of heavy lifting leading up to this event, along with Dr. Berry and the rest of the team, Jake Stevenson. So thank you guys for all of your efforts. This has been very, very good, and have fun with regard to your breakout session. And LAVC, we should be in the house. So start our breakouts.
Dr. Elliott, I need your information.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
I didn't see it.
Okay, I'll send it again. No worries.
Okay, sir.
Hi, if you're still in a breakout room, it's because I don't know what college you're from. So if you want to tell me what college you're from, I can place you in the correct breakout room.
I'm from LACC.
What's your name?
Daniel Williams.
Hello, I'm Ed Evans. I'm at LA Valley College.
Okay, hold on 1 second, Ed.
And you can just move me last, Nicole. I'm at City.
Oh, okay, let me move you. I'm sorry. I didn't even know you were still here.
Where you go? 1, 2, 3, 4.
You know what? I'm gonna call the name so that I can put you guys in the room. Is Angela Bachelor? No. Michelle Murphy?
Hi, Angela Bachelor's here.
What college are you from?
LA Trade Tech, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Michelle Murphy? Tamara Wagner?
I'm from Southwest College.
Okay. William Benson?
Yes, I'm from Los Angeles Southwest College.
Okay. Anita Young.
Los Angeles Southwest College.
I have a phone number 323-270-4598. Jeffrey Luwemba. Carmen Sita Amador.
From LACC.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Rose Neganga.
Southwest.
Buffy.
Yes. You can place me in LASC, Southwest. Hey,
Okay.
Nicole.
Hey, girl. I thought that was you. I'll move you now. Michael Williams. Thomasina Lewis. Jasmine Penn.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, I'm at Pierce College, Michael Williams, Pierce College.
Pierce. Okay, let me move you to
Yeah,
Pierce.
thanks.
You're welcome. And then Trevor O'Neill.
Los Angeles Valley College.
Okay. Diana Namitala.
PS College, thanks.
Damian Champagne.
Trade Tech.
Andy Kennedy.
Andy Kennedy, LABC.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Andy Kennedy, Los Angeles Valley College.
Yolanda de Velasco. You're muted, Yolanda.
LA Tech.
Trade
Los
Tech?
Angeles. Yeah, Los Angeles Trade.
Okay. Thank you. Oops. Eric Dixon Peters. Michelle Murphy. Okay.
Hello, hi.
Hi, Michelle. What college are you from?
Los Angeles City College.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else that might have heard me or didn't hear me, so I can move you to the correct room?
Hi, this is Eric Peters. I did not hear you. I just jumped on. I'm an administrator at Pierce College.
Okay, I'll move you to Pierce. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm at Harbor, Los Angeles Harbor College.
Okay, thank you.
Hello,
Yes.
I'm at Los Angeles Pierce College.
What is your name?
Damani Lewis.
Okay.
Hello.
It's
Yeah,
not.
this is Nicole. I got kicked out, but
What room, Nicole? What college?
Pierce.
Okay. So right now I just see Jasmine, Thomasina, and Jeffrey and a phone number that needs to be moved into a room.
Okay, I'm Nia Mack. I'm from LAMC, Mission College. I logged off to put my school in next to my name and now I don't know.
Hi, my name is Jeffrey Luemba from Pierce College.
Okay. It's still not showing me. Let me see.
Hello?
Hi, what college are you from?
I'm from Trade Tech.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna transfer you in right now.
What's going on? I lost the feed on it.
Hello?
Hi.
I think we got switched
Hey,
back.
Dr. Gary.
Yeah, we got
we got kicked
switched
out. We
back.
got kicked out of the breakout room. We're back to general session.
Yep.
So type
We're
a
back.
question in the
We're
chat box.
back to we're back to general sessions.
Look
So
at Doctor.
please do
Oh,
mute
sorry.
your speakers. I'm sorry, not your speakers, but your microphones. And then once everybody comes back into the room, we'll talk a little bit more about our closing activity, and I will hand it over to Dr. Berry to do her close as well. Hopefully you guys had some good reporting and some good follow-up or some good connection and introductions. And I hope that ultimately this was worthwhile for you, because this is the first of many attempts to build cohesion across the district, as well as support for our Black students, and really push a true agenda and advocacy for the success of Black students. And again, I want to hand a lot of that to Dr. Berry, because she really has rallied us and built a coalition of some great practitioners, like Dr. Corner said, that is truly fighting the good fight, and there's gonna be a lot more stuff coming. With that said, I would like to point out really quickly that this work is spearheaded and founded on the backs of other leaders and successors as well. So I would like to take this time briefly just to bring light to Dr. Aisha Randall, Dr. Linda Cole, as well as Liji Daphne, and the likes of Yasmin De La Houssaye, all of individuals that have continually lifted up this hard work, sometimes solely by themselves, to bring this agenda to fruition, and we're almost there. So I thank you guys for participating thus far, and I thank you guys for being a part of this. And in close, before I do get ready to hand off, I'd like to have maybe some of the facilitators maybe have like a little report out of like, you know, what went on in your chat, what are some of the questions, anything that may be pertinent to other members or things that may have come up that may be great. So if anybody would have any information to share, feel free to do so now from the actual facilitators of the breakout sessions.
I can
Oh.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Tashini, because you know we gonna talk. So I want to hear from Ms. Walker.
Okay. Hi, I'm Tashini Walker. I'm the transfer counselor and coordinator at LA Mission College, all the way in Sylmar. I had a small group. Robert and I facilitated the group, and we heard from the students. And it was just nice to hear everyone's thoughts. One student said, what is an Umoja program? We currently do not have one. So I hope that our administration is looking to recruit more African-American students, because our number is very minuscule. And I think it starts with recruitment, because you need to see people out there recruiting that look like I told him, like me. So if you're only recruiting a particular group, then you're not going to have a robust African-American population that will want to be there. So, so lots of work to be done. We once did have one, but we don't now. So, but happy.
Thank you so much. And I commend you, because you're doing a very, very great job at Mission. But we do want to make sure, Kalinda and myself, because we feel like they were not represented all the time in the Valley, they leave us out. So we got to band together and keep that going. So thank you for all the hard work that you're being here today as well. So to keep mindful of time, I do want to have the students come into the room. So we talk about affirmations and goals and dreams. And I do want to be mindful, because it says we do have 3 minutes. So I would like the students to give an affirmation in the chat. And for you guys that don't know what an affirmation is, it is really the action or process of affirming something to being affirmed, to being true. It's stating a fact. It's not that I'm hoping that I'm going to do good. It's that I am going to do good. I am going to do good regardless of COVID. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to bring Umoja to my campus as a student. I'm going to advocate for certain things. So please, if you can, please in the chat, do your takeaways from today and or an affirmation. And we would like to save this. We'll be sending out this recording. Feel free. Thank you for those of you that are on YouTube. And what I would like to do is turn it back to our fearless leader and our advocate and our strategic political double doctor, Miss Dr. Nari Berry.
You know, that is definitely.
Thank you so much, Dr. Cooney. Thank you so much for your work. First of all, I want to thank
the district signature events committee. And I also want to give us, like Dr. Cooney said, a special shout out to Dr. Aisha Rando. She really, really, really had a vision, put this together. And we kind of just, it's about passing the baton. It's about making sure you look back and reach back and pull somebody else. And that's what I want to challenge you all to do. But before I leave you all, I want to, Nicole, can you give me sharing screen capacity? Because I want to give you all some numbers. I want you to reach out and talk to people on your campus, let your campus know that you are not the only person that wants Umoja on your campus, that you want the support, you need the support. And I want to give you some names of our committees, because I saw a lot of, I didn't necessarily get to answer it, but I want you all to necessarily know what AAOI stands for. So I'm gonna share my screen if I can. Do I have host? Do I have host capability, Nicole?
You should be able to share.
You should be able to share. I hope so.
Okay.
There you go.
And so with that, I just want you all to know that I got a 4 o'clock. Sorry, you all. AOI, and this all was basically implemented and basically came through fruition by Dr. Aisha Randall and others in the district. And so it's an African American Outreach District collaboration of faculty, staff, administrators dedicated to improving the access and success rates of African Americans in the district. That means we want you here to succeed. We want you to come here, stay here, and finish. And we got you, right? And with that, I want you all to take a picture of this, this page right here. Pull your iPhones out, pull anything you have out, and take a picture. These are people, this is the AOI team, and these are people outside of the people that are there to support you on your campus. These are people that have your back. These people will make sure you can be successful. We're in a COVID environment, so I know how you all are. You want somebody to respond to you instantly. So send the emails out, send it. And we are in a situation where we're experiencing anti-Blackness, systematic racism, and we want to hear from you, right? Don't give up. As I said, I'm a sociology professor. It happens, October and November, life happens. And when life happens, you need to shoot us these emails so we can help you, reach out, okay? And I just want to say thank you all, and I'm gonna stop sharing and turn it back over to the event chairs.
I mean, that's really it for me. I think this has been far exceeded my expectations. I had anxiety earlier today, but it went relatively well. If anybody wants to like share, you know, what they thought about the event or anything that's taken away, students, faculty, visitors, allies, feel free to use this time. We'll allot maybe like 10 more minutes for individuals to share their takeaways verbally.
I'll just jump in real quick. I want to say it was an amazing experience. I kind of signed up a little late, and luckily I was early enough to still get in on the Zoom. But even within these 2 hours and the 30 minutes or however minutes we had in the breakout, I've already been given a wealth of information, and I feel the genuineness already, which is a big plus for me because I've experienced a lot of racism in college that I internalized, and I never built a bond with any professors or anybody. So even this quick to find people that's willing to share this quickly means a lot. And that's really what LA to me is about, the spirit of California, spirit of Los Angeles. So I'm really excited for the possibility. So I just want to say thank you all for taking this time.
Man, amen. You're not related to Stephen Curry, right?
I'd like to say something too, please.
They say we are.
Can I say something, please? Okay, I'm Renika. I've already been to Cal State LA. I've already graduated, but I'm coming back to Trade Tech to take some classes for grad school. And I want to say this is a long time coming. I started off in the nursing program, had all passing grades and everything, but because of a racist individual who actually took the quote of nurses eat their young, literally, she had a vendetta against Black students. And I would say that because every Black student within the nursing program at that time, she was racist towards us. So my thing is, I appreciate this, and it's a long time coming. I wish it would have happened then. A lot of us, I went on and I'm succeeding, I'm continuing with my education, but I know some of them are not so as fortunate as I am in continuing school. And some of them, they still carry that experience with them and compare it with what's going on now. And I told them, even I do it every now and then, but then I start thinking positive and I'm like, okay, that was just one incident. That's not going to make me, that's not going to break me. So I'm just going to continue to go on. So that's why I keep telling my fellow classmates, 2 of them, I'm trying to get them back at Trade Tech to take the additional classes that they need so they can join me and we can finish what we started in the beginning.
Thank you so much for that. And Trade Tech has a lot of resources. There's a lot of great people there. And always remember that if you don't know one thing about Black people, we are resilient. We were birthed in resilience. So keep up. And again, bring somebody along.
Yeah, just really quickly for our students, the one thing to stop greatness and cognitive growth is the word no. Don't ever take the word no face value. Push the envelope. If people tell you no to something, ask them to show you where that's written. I guarantee you 99% of the times they don't know where it is. A lot of people come to school with these home cooked rules. Don't ever take no for an answer. All right. Push the envelope, push your success, and do not back down, because you are a commodity. If we didn't have y'all in school, we wouldn't be here right now. You have the power. And I think a lot of times that is taken away from students, but we need to give it back. And we need to empower you to empower others. So do not ever take no for an answer. Always ask for where it's written, because I guarantee 99% of the times, a lot of people give you home cooking, which is some of the rules that their mamas make up and then they bring it to work. All right. But don't ever take no for an answer. Push the envelope, go above people's heads, challenge the norm, challenge the system. And trust me, you're going to break down walls, and you will do exactly what your mama and your daddy wanted you to do, which was kick some serious gluteus, right? So don't ever
Can I just say something really quick?
Yes, who's that?
Michelle from LACC.
Okay.
For you mothers who are in school, I have 6 children. I'm in school, they're in school. I work 2 full-time jobs and I'm a full-time student. I will never let anybody tell me I cannot do it. I hold 12 units.
Go ahead,
I hold
sister.
12 units. I work almost 24 hours a day.
Amen to that.
She got muted.
Yeah. Amen to that.
Here we go.
That's why I'm
I spend
grateful
a little bit
for
of time
this
with my
program.
kids, but they understand. I have a daughter that's a senior in high school right now, and we'll be in college together.
Thank you so much.
So you single mothers, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing.
Yeah. Thank you, sis.
Can I say something as well?
Okay, Doc.
Veronica.
Veronica, go ahead.
Yeah, from LAVC. I have to agree with her because I was just about to say the same thing. I actually really appreciate this opportunity going through this, getting the information, because I have 2 students in high school and now I can walk them through when it's their turn. And so it's really important. I came back thinking I knew a lot, but I've been just meal piecing it together. But now I feel like I have a good source where I can just kind of map it out. But doing that also means now then I can map it out for the kids and they can go forward when it's their turn.
Amen. Right. Just to cut in really quickly before Logan chimes in, understand they don't have to wait. I don't know if everybody knows this, but we have assembly bills that allow us to provide free 99. So free courses through dual enrollment, and they can come to school regardless while they're in high school before they graduate. So it's up to 11 units for free. Talk to whoever you talk to today, your counselor can help you with the process, can help you with the K through 12 form. And all you need to do is have your child, if they're in 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th grade, fill out that K through 12 form, fill out their actual LAVC application, have their counselor sign it, and have the counselor at LAV recommend the courses that you would take, which would be something like counseling 20, counseling 40, whatever it is at your local college, and they can start accruing those credits before they graduate. And the hope is to give this back. So keep that in mind as well. We do have a little bit of time. I want to let Logan chime in really quickly because you have something to say.
Real quick question.
about the dual enrollment. When I was trying to be in school, I tried to do it, but I couldn't afford books. College books are really expensive. I was wondering, for dual enrolling students, is there any?
Yes. So with that said, for your students that have Umoja programs, there's a loophole. If you are a dual enrollment student, you're still a student. So if you're a dual enrollment student and you sign up for Umoja, you have access to Umoja resources. In addition to that,
Sign up for Umoja.
if you're a dual
Some high
enrollment
schools have it.
student, if you're a dual enrollment student and you don't take any classes, you still have access to the academic resource center, right? Who has money to pay for tutoring in K through 12? We're from the hood. So like understand that at least if you get a student ID, you now have access to student resources. You can walk into the library and go to the math tutor or the writing tutor and to get the help that you need, which is very robust. So dual enrollment is a plug and a way to use the resources that can advantage you. So don't sleep on that. Go ahead, Logan.
Also, my daughter is an Umoja student at her school.
Thank you. Thank you.
One correction. For Umoja students who attend LA Unified School District schools, your textbooks are paid for by your high school, or for those in the 8th grade who are national merit scholars, they also can register for dual enrollment classes beginning in the 8th grade, and their textbooks will be paid for by the LA Unified School District. So it is available. Classes are registering now. I teach dual enrollment classes both for Trade Tech and Southwest College. I have for the past 5 years. I see very few. I can tell you that maybe 5% of the students I've taught have been African American. I look forward to seeing more of us in my classroom.
Amen to that. Amen to that. And just a caveat, I'm not sure, someone else can probably talk to that, but if a student does come to campus without being a part of the dual enrollment at their school, their book is still paid for? Or is that only if they're taking the course at their actual high school or middle school?
Well, if they're a student at LAUSD and their high school doesn't offer the dual enrollment course, but they sign up for the dual enrollment course, the LA Unified School District will still pay for their book.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that.
I just wanted to say how grateful.
What?
Huh? Wait, who?
The young man
I
that was
I
talking?
didn't know if you saw the hand raised in the chat. There are two people.
It was me. I just wanted to say how grateful I am for Umoja. At first, when I got your emails, Dr. Coney, I was like, oh Lord, one more group. I don't have time for this. I'm a grandmother. I'm graduated college 40 years ago, came back scared to do this again, but my purpose is pushing me to do this. So attending this today and meeting so many people my age, I think they're my age anyway, but older than the 20s, being in college and being my complexion. Yes, I am very grateful and I feel energized and I think I can do it. The fears, it's all gone. So thank you for this, and you'll be hearing from me.
Okay, we're gonna reserve the last three and we're gonna get out because we do have other duties and I don't want to shortchange you. But we have Brianna Randall from Pierce, Rachel Garcia from Pierce, and then Jamal Allen from LA Trade. So Brianna Randall.
Hi, I'm trying to make this short as possible. I just want to say thank you and express my gratitude to everyone who's spoken here today. I feel like a huge thing that I really noticed as far as participating in Umoja and being surrounded by a lot of people who are like-minded thinkers who, experience similar things to me is developing an intellectual identity, which I've realized has helped me throughout my career as a student, as short as I've been in college, to help me find my pathway. I changed my major. I'm African American Studies major. I figured out different things about myself that I like to pursue, about my identity, about my culture. So just a note, like on top of that, I just want to let other students know, like Pierce College students, I can provide my email or whatever. If you want to have contact, speak with someone who's been a part of the program, to any new students, I can provide that for you. I would like to help other people to understand that this program is so much more beneficial than just the things that it provides. There are people within each program that have unique identities and different things about them that can change your life. Like my life definitely changed when I went to college and started with Umoja. So I'm grateful. I'm gonna send my email in case, but yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Bree. I appreciate that. Next we have Rachel Garcia.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hi, I'm Rachel Garcia and I'm a returning student. I was lucky to get in contact with Miss Dr. McLean, and she was able to guide me. I also got really a lot of help through a counselor, Danielle, and Lender, and she really guided me like what are the courses that I need to concentrate on. To make it short, I've been through so many things through the shutdown and stuff, and I can just imagine what every other student is going through. Returning students have the most difficult time, and I hope the Chandler hears me out because you're a minority, you're Black, you're different. They tend to like already have a preconception of what you are, and they have no idea what our struggles are. And I've gotten through all that with many no's. So I even get emotional and speechless, but I can tell you this, I'm not quitting. I'm not going to quit. I just had surgery, and I've had so many things happen to me, and I'm not going to let anybody tell me that I cannot accomplish what I wanted to do all my life. But because of things that I had to deal with, all these insecurities, it kind of, hindered me. But I'm in a point in my life that I can't let other people determine what I need to be or who to be, because I have gotten the experience, and I think that's going to allow me. I think this whole COVID thing has allowed me to be even more sensitive to others, because sometimes we think we got all the answers and sometimes we don't. We just have to focus and aim in our goals, and we can inspire others and we can help others to reach out to people. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm just lucky that I found these people in your program that really care, because sometimes campuses do not. I mean, I had a counselor literally tell me, kind of give me the runaround, kind of to just get me actually out of her office. So it just kind of didn't feel too welcoming. And I just feel good that there is individuals, and they happen to be minorities and they have to be Black. I'm not saying that other people that are white, but they have a certain privilege that minorities and Black people do not. And I'm glad people are recognizing that. And if they're not, they need to wake up.
Hey, I don't know if it's my allergies or if there's dust in here or something, but
the onions is some onion.
I just want to say that was very eloquently stated, and I'm sending you digital virtual hugs. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for being that vulnerable to share that. And I would like to say on behalf of the Chancellor, on behalf of our colleges, that we are now working on an anti-racism framework for most of our colleges, and Umoja and AAOI is playing a big part of that. So everything that you said is spot on, and everything that we can definitely relate to. And, just embrace the ambiguity and know that you have love. The ethic of love is what we are founded on. And you're in great hands, Dr. McLean, as well as Dr. Lindor. I know them very personally. They're going to take good care of you.
I support you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Last but not least, Jamal Allen.
Hi, my name is Jamal Allen. I'm probably the youngest one here. I am 16 years old, and I am currently taking Administration of Justice for LA Trade Tech. In the summer, I also took sociology and psychology.
Okay.
In all honesty, I did not do it for credit. I just did it for fun. And I say this to the bottom of my heart. I did it for fun. I did it to learn, to know everything. And that's my real goal, to gain as much knowledge as I can, no matter what type of field it is. Doesn't matter if it's not in my comfort zone. So yeah, I just want to say that it is possible. Anybody could do whatever they want to do, even when they're young, like me. But yeah.
So what's one thing you're going to take back to your friends in high school?
I want to say what a good friend of mine once told me. Knowledge is power. It's not money. It's not fame. It's not fortune. It's knowledge, especially for the Black community.
Amen.
Because, the world is designed to put us down. always has since the beginning. So no, that's really all I can say. Knowledge is power. Laziness equals stupidity. You gotta be intuitive. You gotta go for it. If not, you're gonna live to regret it.
Thank you so much, my brother. And we did go over, but you know what? Y'all stayed on. There's still 115 people in here.
Can
So
I
what
say
I'll-
one thing, please? Can I just say one thing going on off of what the young brother just said and the lady before that? One thing I can say that this COVID-19 pandemic thing did teach us is that we have to just focus on what we need, stop playing around, focus on the real thing. And it's sad that certain events had to bring us to this point to make us, stand still and be like, okay, this is what we need to do. This is what we need to focus on. But it happened, and I refuse to be a statistic. So I just want to give a shout out to everyone. Stay strong, regardless of who you are, where you are, whatever. Just know to walk by faith, not by sight, and you'll have it.
Great. I don't know if Elena put her hand up or not, if that's old, but
yeah, I did.
All right, last one.
I was like, since we sharing how we feel, I just wanted to like put a vibe of appreciation in the room, because I appreciate the counselors and the administration that motivate our students. I appreciate those parents who are giving their students a pathway to education. You are an example, and I appreciate the students in this room. You guys motivate me, you inspire me, and you excite me, because a lot of our goals are lining up. And I was looking at your aspirations or your affirmations, and I was like, y'all gonna come back. Y'all gonna make it longer. Like, it's not just about you, it's about all of us, but at the same time, elevating us elevates you, And so I really appreciate y'all. I do. And I appreciate that y'all listen to who y'all are and what's your goals and what's pushing you forward. So, yeah.
That's great. Thank you so much. So with that, thank you so much for coming out to one of our first events. I'm hoping that many of you bring another person to some of the events that we're having. Stay tuned. We're going to be sending out a survey, so please do look for that in your email boxes. Again, forward your email, school email, to your personal, and please help us out by filling that out, because that's going to make our events better. All of AAOI, Dr. Berry, Dr. Jay Stevenson, chancellors, everyone who supported the movement, thank you. All the counselors and faculties across our district, all the allies, we need you. This is not just our work, this is all of our work, and these are all of our students. So thank you very much. Dr. Coney out, and for everybody who's part of AAOI, feel free to stay on. But the rest of you guys have a wonderful day and the rest of a wonderful weekend, a great semester.
Bye, Mr.
Thank
Kim.
you.
I'll email
Bye,
you.
everyone.
See you later.
Thank you. Wonderful.
Success to all.
Bye, Dr. Berry.
Success.